Hey, good to be here. How we doing? Keep it going for Ryan. One more time. Keep it going for Ryan. Very funny. Good to be here in New York City. What an arrogant place, right? What an arrogant place we live in. Filled with arrogant sayings like, if you make it here, you can make it anywhere. I feel like it's got to be harder to make it in Mobile, Alabama, right? Just personally speaking, as a stand-up comedian, if I lived in Mobile, Alabama, going down to the haberdashery, doing my set, coming home like, honey, you will never believe who I saw in the audience tonight. Lorne Michaels. I guess he must be passing through. He's passing through Mobile. Yeah, there's no chance that you can make it in Mobile. Other arrogant sayings, this is a real one, they say, a bad day in New York City is better than a good day anywhere else. Have you ever heard that? Have you guys ever heard that? Yeah. A bad day, there's something beautiful about that. But it is crazy to actually believe that. That's insane. To actually believe that a bad day in New York City is better than a good day somewhere else. Can you imagine like being in Wall Street during 9/11? And just being like, well, at least I'm not in the Bahamas. What a nightmare that would be. Oh my God. That would be awful. What a bad day this is, though. City has, it's got a lot of issues, traffic, crime, 24-year-olds who move here from Michigan. The biggest issue, I think, facing New York City, in my opinion, is the fact that it's sinking into the ocean by like 1/4 of an inch every year. Have you heard about this? When I found that out, every other issue in the city became completely irrelevant to me. I mean, I could care less about anything else. The mayor now is like, we're gonna add trash cans to fight the rats. I'm like, add balloons. Dude, you're watching the wrong Pixar film. It's not Ratatouille. Bro, up. You gotta go up. Get the priorities straight. By the way, great film, if you haven't seen it. It's about Joe Biden and on the adventure of a lifetime. To be honest, though, if you read the plot of that film, does sound like a story he tells at a campaign rally. He's like, there was a Chinese boy and a talking dog, and we cut the balloons and went to South America. My dead wife wanted to go to South America. You're like, I have no idea what he's talking about, but this should be a cartoon, right? We should make a cartoon out of this. Any Pixar film. Woody, natural born leader. All right. Did this happen in Scranton? What is he talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I am from Kansas. I also moved here to make the city a worse place. And I am from Kansas. Kansas is not on the cultural cusp of anything. So when people in New York City come up with like new words for things, Kansas is the last to know, right? Like when I moved here 3.5 years ago, I swear to God, I had never heard the acronym POC before. And I was talking to a girl about movies, and I thought we were talking about Pirates of Caribbean, right? Yeah. She was like, there needs to be more POC representation, and I was like, I agree. There's only like 5 movies that have that. And everybody shits on them, right? That's unfair. And she was like, yeah, and they always get snubbed at the Oscars. And I was like, good point. I don't even know that was a position you could have on Pirates of the Caribbean. And she was like, yeah, they keep casting non-POC actors to play POC roles. I was getting fired up. I was like, yeah, they got to get Orlando Bloom back in those things. Johnny Depp, get him back in. And she was like, well, they're white. And I was like, you're goddamn right there. I don't even, wait a minute, whoa. How do we get it? So, yeah, the women in Kansas, a lot less promiscuous than they are in New York. We only have missionary back in Kansas. It's a whole different world. I was on a 3rd date. People move fast in this city. It's like, it's very fast. I was on a 3rd date, and a girl asked, maybe she was mentally ill. That could have been it, too. Maybe it had nothing to do with New York City. She asked if I would tie her up, Getting pretty quickly into the kinks on the 3rd date. And I've never done that, bondage, but I was excited. Sorry for pointing at you specifically. I don't know. I won't look at you again for the rest of my life. And so sorry. Yeah, I was excited to try it. I had never tried that in my life. Nothing takes the sex out of the air faster, however, than realizing that I do not know how to tie a knot. Yeah, she Houdini'd her way out of that shit really fast, right? And then I was just watching a YouTube video of how to tie a knot, you know? I was just firing up a guy's YouTube channel, like, welcome back to Knots with Nick. And I was like, I had a naked girl in my bed, and I'm watching a YouTube video of how to tie a knot. But I'm tugging my shit to stay hard, right? So now I'm just jacking off to a guy's YouTube channel, all right? I got a naked girl, I'm jacking off to a guy's YouTube channel, and I'm scrubbing ahead to get to the part where he ties the knot, you know? But I'm hitting like paid ads, you know? It's like Target, back to school at Target. And there's like kids running everywhere. I was like, no! And so anyway, rescheduled. Yeah, I gotta say I did tie a lady up. I did figure out how to do it. And this is sounding scarier than I mean it to, miss. And I liked it a lot. I liked it maybe too much. Like, it was overstimulating, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird when you tie somebody up and then come immediately. Because then you just have to untie them, right? Then you just have to be like, good news, you are free to go. Right. And that's it for me. You guys have a great day.
Give it up for Joe Nunnink!